Hi, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be showing you how to build my space shuttle battle armor for this robot using the parts of this space shuttle set. Now, first and foremost, I will be showing you all the parts. There's not a whole lot going on here. Of course, here are the parts to make the space shuttle alternative build. And of course, are the parts of the build where I either make multiples of or build a mirror version of. With the exception of this is basically just the super robot set. But I will also be showing you how to build this knee modification thing that I did. And the thing about this is it doesn't make the legs any longer, and it doesn't add or take away any of the parts used. It's just moving one joint, just moving an ankle joint to the knee joint. But anyways, let's get started. First, I'll be starting off with this section of the build. So we just take one of these pieces, add one of those triangle tiles, add it to those two studs like so. Do it again, but mirrored like this. Then you take a 1x4 brick, add it to the anti-studs under there. Take one of these pieces with the slope and the stud, and add it like that. Then take one of these 1x2 rounded plates, add it like so. Basically do the same thing again, like so. Add one of these more rounded 1x2 bricks, add it like so. Then add a third one of these 1x2 plates, add it like so. Then take this piece, then add it like that. Then there you have this section of the build all done. Next we'll be building this part. So we grab this piece, take a 2x3 plate, add it under there like so. Then take a 1x6 tan piece, attach it to this gray piece like that. Then take one of these black parts with the basically 1x2 plate just sticking out this tile looking thing, and just add it like so. Then take two of these rounded pieces, then add them next to each other like so. Grab three of these 1x2s, and one of these clip pieces. Add the clip piece onto that exposed beige stud, and then add the tiles in this sort of L shape. Next, we'll be taking one of these 1x1 pieces, adding it under there, under the clip anti-stud. Take this gold hinge piece, attach it to that clip. Take this part, which is basically a 2x2 plate, but with half of its studs missing. Add the studs onto the gold anti-studs, and then add the slope piece and attach it to them gold studs. Pretty simple. Of course, you're going to be mirroring this as well. Now next will be this little section. So you take one of these pieces, take this part, this corner piece, add it like so. Take one of these thinner slope pieces, add it onto that remaining stud. Like that. Then take another one of these, attach it onto there, onto like so. Then take one of these snot bricks, then add the studs on the sides to the anti-studs under here, like so. And then just mirror that. And then those parts are done. Next up will be this section. So we just take this part, add a couple of these Among Us shaped hinge pieces, clip on a couple of these 1x1 gray clips, take this part, attach it to the anti-studs like so. Take a couple more of these pieces, add them to those anti-studs like that. Take this part, add it like that. And then take a couple of these black parts, and then add them onto the remaining beige studs. Then there we have that section all done. Now let's work on these little pieces. So first we'll be grabbing this part and this hinge piece, be clipping them on like so, so that it hangs, so that the studs here hang lower than the anti-studs, like so. Next we'll be taking one of these pieces, add it onto there like so, add a 1x2 tile on top of that, and then add a couple of these cheese slope pieces. Make sure that the cheese slope piece that is clear is in line with the longer part of this triangular piece. And of course, you mirror that. Right, my mistake. This hinge part is supposed to be down there. My bad. Let's try that again. Boom. I'm not wrong about these parts though. then like that. Boom. Okay. Doing good so far. Now let's build this little section. So we grab one of these clip pieces, add 2 more of these Among Us hinge pieces, add another one of these half flat tiles, and then add add one of these beige pieces added to the white anti-studs, like so. And now that piece is done. Next will be this little part. So we take one of these beige snot pieces, add in one of these neat little pieces with the bar on top. You do 2 of them like that. And then add these beige bricks onto the anti-studs of this snot piece, and then add another one of these rounded 1x2 pieces, like so. That piece is done. Now we work on the wings. Wings are pretty simple. You just take one of these pieces, add a couple tiles, colored tiles, go under, add this white wing piece, add it under like so, and then you just mirror that. And then you just mirror that. Next we'll be working on the thrusters. So you just take one of these dome pieces, add one of these rounded 2x2 pieces with the axle hole through it. Then take one of these small satellite dish pieces, add it into that hole with the axle hole in it, like so. Then you'll be building 3 of these. And then finally you take a 2x2 gray part, and then add 2 more of these triangle tiles to make a larger triangle shape. And now with all those parts done, we can now assemble the thing. So we take these 2 parts, take this piece, these pieces, add them onto there like so. Take this part, add these parts onto those studs. Take this, add the gray, add it so the 2 gray studs go into these anti-studs. Boom. Then with these remaining 2 anti-studs, you attach the triangle piece. Boom. You add the wings onto the 2 studs back here. Boom. And boom. Then you take this, add these 2 gray studs, and add them onto those anti-studs right there. Boom. Then for the rocket things, you take this piece, take this part, add this lone stud onto the anti-studs out here, and boom, you attach it like there. Then you can just hinge it down. Then you can take these thruster pieces, take 2 of them, add them onto these anti-studs, and then take the third one. You add it so this middle part goes into the hole, like so. And then with this part done, you can add these gray studs onto the black anti-studs over there. Attach it onto there like so. And reattach a couple things if needed. Hopefully it doesn't blow up on you like it does with me. You can have this up more. And with all that done, there is the shuttle all built up and ready to go. Now I will show you how to build the leg. So, to make the thigh part, you take one of these light gray 2x2 pieces, add a couple of these mixel ball joints, add another light gray 2x2, then add a couple of these 1x2 cheese slopes. And you just build 2 of them. Next, you can add the gray joint. You can now take a couple of these yellow snot pieces, add a red 1x4 tile on top of that, build 2 of them, add both of them add them to the anti-studs of this socket piece. Take this part, add it onto the anti-studs of the yellow anti-studs. Take this piece, add it onto there with these bar things pointed up. Take this upper slope, slope piece, add it back there like so. Then you take a 2x4 plate, add it onto there. The next we'll be building the shin part. It's pretty simple. We grab, which the shin part wise is basically just the same as the set. You just grab a couple of these 2x3 gray parts, then just add a couple of 1x2 cheese wedges. Do that twice. Add a 1x4 yellow plate, add it into there. Take a 1x2 tile and then one of these vent pieces, add on there like so. Then take a few of these jumper plates, add them onto these middle holes, these middle tube holes like so. Then just add this whole section on top of that so it's lined up with these plates on the side, with these tiles on the side. Then take a 2x2 yellow plate, attach onto there. Take this large slope piece, add onto those studs, and then finally add this 1x2 blue wedge plate, onto those remaining studs. And then after all of that is done, you can attach these legs onto the body. With the body itself is pretty much unmodified. It's basically just the same as the sets, only now it has knees. And that'll be it. And then you're done. And that'll be it. If you enjoyed this video, consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.